ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Beat the Book. As always, I'm one of your hosts on this great show, MattyBets, joined by my partner in crime, brother in arms, BigAL Bettor. How we doing tonight, BigAL?
I am doing phenomenal, Matt. How are you?
I'm good. We're announcing something tonight. We haven't really done that all year, so want to let you guys know it's been a great season for us. Hopefully, you guys have enjoyed it. We've won a lot of money, hit a lot of bets, hitting at a higher percentage than we kind of thought coming into the season. So we wanted to do a little giveaway. We're just gonna get back to you guys a little bit. I'll send it over to Big Al. You can explain that whole entire thing to him, but you can let him know what we're
All
doing.
right. Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, we are giving away a crisp $100 to one lucky winner. All you have to do to be entered, just like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment anything down below. It can be your guys' picks suck. It could be thanks for winning me so much money. It can be I agree. It could be go Chiefs, go Eagles, whatever. Just comment down below, like and subscribe, and we'll put all the names that are down below into a random number generator. We'll pick one name. We'll reach out to you directly on YouTube to let you know if you did win. We will be announcing the winner in our season recap video, which should be about, I'm thinking the Wednesday after the Super Bowl. Don't hold me to that, but it'll be the week after the Super Bowl. It'll be during that week. We'll have our recap video and we'll announce the winner live. Well, we'll announce it on the recording, but we'll reach out to you directly if you are the winner. So all you got to do, like the video, subscribe to the channel, comment down below, and you'll be entered to win $100 because we want to do a giveaway to the people that hung with us all year and watched the videos. And so shout out to you guys. And yeah, that's all you got to do to enter to win. Matt, anything else there?
No, just that it's been a great season. We kind of are on the same mark. Like we wanted to end the year with 100 subs. We're almost there. We're like 7 away. So really good for us. That was kind of a little, um, what? Like I thought it was a little too high. I was like 100 might be too many just because we just
Mm.
started out. Like nobody knew who we were. It's not like we were begging family and friends to come and like subscribe to the channel. So yeah, just a big shout out to you guys. Thank you for making it a great year. I had a lot of fun. I know Big Al did. We won money. Like that's what matters at the end of the year. So we're gonna give some back to you guys. I know it's not like a ton of money. It's not life changing money. Give us, another year, 2 years, something like that. We'll start making money off the YouTube to kind of pump it back to you guys. Like that's kind of our goal, our agenda here. We're making our money off of our bets that we do every year, and we're just throwing it out to the universe to let you guys know. Copy us, tail us, fade us if you want to. But yeah, that's why we started doing this year anyway. So just yeah, thanks to you guys for being there with us and supporting us.
Absolutely. Well said, Matt. Well said.
Hmm.
Thank you to the people. But anyway, that's not what they're here for. They're here for the Super Bowl. This is the big show. We finally made it, Matt. We made it the whole season, right? We did. We missed a couple days here and there because of especially around Christmas. We missed a couple days, a couple games, but we had a great season. What a fun year in the NFL, and we're down to the Chiefs and the Eagles. Do you want to give them the rundown on what the spread looks like and the over/under and all that good stuff?
Yeah, of course. I love doing it. It's the last one that we'll be doing this year. It's kind of crazy that the year flew by.
It really did.
It feels like we're still doing our freaking schedule prediction videos that were kind of awful, except for my Patriots pick that I got
They
spot
weren't
on.
all awful.
No, I know, but the Jets one was, and that's the one that we both like loved the most. So, but
True.
yeah, jumping into the Super Bowl, we got the Chiefs and the Eagles playing in New Orleans. Eagles plus 1.5, and then Chiefs minus 1.5. Chiefs are the favorite here. No real big surprise there, just because they are the Chiefs trying to three-peat. Um, I'm a little surprised, I gotta say. I mean, I was kind of the same way. Like I don't know, on the Bills when the Bills like weren't favored at home against
Hmm.
the Eagles or against the Ravens, but whatever. It's still Eagles. They're gonna get plus 1.5 because the Chiefs have been here and done that. So and 2 years ago to start this whole three-peat, they played against the Eagles and beat them to start this thing. So it's either gonna finish where it ended or finish where it started, and they'll beat the Eagles again. And there's your three-peat. They beat the Eagles again, solidify it against the same opponent. Or it's going to be the Eagles saying, hey, we get the last laugh here. Like, you beat us 2 years ago. Now we got to get the last laugh and beat you guys now. So, hopefully, well, hopefully, somebody's fan base will be happy, and we'll see. I mean, the three-peat is something that we haven't seen before, so it'd be really cool if the Chiefs could do it and get it. I don't want that to happen. I don't know about you, Al, but I mean, I'd prefer the Eagles to win this just to keep the legacy a little bit more away from Mahomes. I don't like the fact that he's already like catching Brady, and he's still super young, and he came into the league like right before Brady retired. So crazy what Mahomes has been able to do with the Chiefs. But moving on to the over/under, it's set at 48.5. There you go. Sorry, that was a little long-winded, but it is the Super
It's
Bowl.
fine.
So where you're leaning here? Yeah, where are you
Okay, okay. I
leaning?
was
Yeah, where
waiting.
you?
I was like, is he gonna throw it to me, or is he
Yeah.
gonna is he gonna tell me his pick? Okay. All right, so coming in this game, I've been giving you the stats through the playoffs about the defensive stats. I don't really care about the offensive stats as much because we all kind of, at least personally for me, I don't know about you, Matt. Mentally, I know what I'm getting from the Eagles offense and the Chiefs offense. The defense, on the other hand, is kind of more something where you don't really know. You get a vibe of the defense, but you don't really you don't know the numbers and like how good are they really, right? Because their opponent could make them look way better or way worse than they really are.
Yeah.
So against the run defensively, the Chiefs are eighth in the league. They were right behind the Packers at the end of the season, and this is just total yards allowed. Um, then against the pass, they're 16th. So middle of the pack, literally dead center of the pack against the pass with the Chiefs defense, but against the run, they were a top 10 run defense. When we flip it to the other side, we got the Eagles are the 10th. They got top 10. They're the 10th rushing defense, and they're the second passing defense. They're the second best. The best team against the pass all season, the Titans. Obviously, did not make the playoffs. So we got the Eagles, best playoff team, pass defense. I'm going to be on the Eagles here, plus the 1.5. I think they have the better roster, better O line, better team. We know what Jalen Carter's been about this whole season. He's been wreaking havoc on teams. The Chiefs' O line has been kind of their, I don't want to say Achilles heel on offense, but it has been like the weak point of their offense. And we saw it in that first round in the playoffs. When they played the Texans, and the Texans were getting after Mahomes a bunch, and that the Chiefs still won. But I just think with the way this Eagles team covers on the back end, they're second against the pass, and then with them being able to get pressure up front, Mahomes is not going to have as many people to throw to, and I think the Eagles can disrupt him enough. So I'm on the Eagles plus 1.5, and then on the offensive side, you got the Eagles with Saquon Barkley, AJ Brown, Dallas Goedert. We know their offense; it's incredible, and then Jalen can also just take off and run. So um, I think at the end of the day, it's going to be a close game, but the Eagles just have a little too much for the Chiefs to keep up with. That's my personal opinion. And I like the over here at 48.5. Last 2 years ago when these teams played in the Super Bowl, 38-35. That's a 73-point game. This is 48.5. Both these teams got over this number in the first round or in the champs game, right?
Mm-hmm.
The
Last round.
covered the over against the Bills, and the Eagles scored 55 on their own. So I don't know if this Chiefs defense is going to be able to slow the Eagles down enough. So I like the over, and then like I said, I'm on the Eagles plus 1.5.
Okay. I will say, just to start off, I'm the same way as you. I think it's going to be a similar game where it's going to be close, but I give the edge to the Eagles just because they do have Saquon and the passing attack, and the defense too. So I'm also on the over just because you can't stop Mahomes. He's kind of like Saquon, where he is inevitable. Like he will score and he'll make some plays happen. It's like when they played against the Bills, in the champs game. It's stupid that Mahomes had 3 rushing touchdowns. Like you don't see Mahomes do that like at all. Like we know that he can run the ball, but he usually just runs for a first down on a third down because the defense is playing deeper to try to like prevent the pass for a first down. So good to see Mahomes out there with his legs. We know that he's capable of doing that, and he's going to be able. He's an assassin out there on the field, and he'll do whatever he needs to do to win. And I don't think that gets talked about enough. Like we talk about like
Right.
Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. And it's like, oh, these guys they'll create with their legs. Josh Allen will run through 4 guys just to get a first down. But Mahomes he just finds ways to win. He's just a winner. So we'll see. I do think it'll be close, but I think that the Eagles will end the game with the ball, and it'll be their turn to go down the field and score. And I think with Saquon and AJ Brown, you got Devonta Smith still there. Like I just think with their O line too, if there's a minute and 30 seconds left in the game, I'm going to trust the Eagles to be able to move down the field, score a touchdown, and not give Mahomes a chance to get the ball back. So, um, but yeah, that's how I see the game going. Kind of similar to how you see it going. Just I think the Eagles just have a little too much.
And that's really all it is. And I don't think either of us are discounting the Chiefs' greatness. And if
You
they come in
can't.
and win this game, like we're not going to be surprised by it. But to me, when I look at it on the Eagles had an incredible year. What they lost 3 games total.
Hmm.
They didn't need game. They didn't start any starters, and they only lost 2 games on the whole season. The Chiefs lost one. It was to the Bills, and then they lost that second one also where they didn't start anybody.
I
But
think the Eagles
uh,
lost 4. Because didn't
okay,
the Lions only lose 2? I think they
yeah.
had one more loss than the Lions. So maybe you're right with 3.
Anyway,
Yeah,
the Eagles had an incredible season also. But when I look at both these teams on the year, the Chiefs were in a lot more close games than the Eagles were.
for sure. The Chiefs didn't blow anybody out. The Eagles blew a lot of people out.
Right. And so when you're going to give me that, and then you think about Saquon. I mean, this was a close game last time the Chiefs Eagles played, and all the Eagles did was like, oh, we had Miles Sanders, we'll upgrade to Saquon Barkley, and to me, that's a massive upgrade. What did the Chiefs do?
I mean,
They
they
still have. They still have Pacheco, but he's not even their main guy
They have
now. It's Kareem Hunt.
Hopkins and Kareem Hunt.
They,
Kareem
they
Hunt's
have
new though.
D Hop,
Kareem
who's
Hunt's been killing
old.
it. Like we both know, we take it for a
No, I,
touchdown
I
every week
agree.
and it hits.
No,
So
in the playoffs, he's been unstoppable. Basic at the goal line, he hasn't been unstoppable as far as yards. But yeah, no. I just think this is a less talented Chiefs team than the last time. They had Xavier Worthy in that one. They had oh frick, they had the one other guy, but whatever. Like the Chiefs they're basically the same team, and the Eagles have upgraded, in
hmm
my opinion. And so when I look at it, I get why the Chiefs are favored, but I have to take the Eagles here if you're
yeah,
going to give me points on them.
you
And
just
if I got the Chiefs plus 1.5, obviously we'd be on the Chiefs. At least
oh
I
for
would,
sure. Well, that's
and
what
I
I
think
was gonna
the
say.
whole world would be.
So I
You
was
know?
gonna say something too. Like you said that they were right behind the Packers in the power rankings on defense for the run defense.
Yep, yards allowed.
Saquon did nothing against the Packers. Nothing like, and obviously, like we're talking about Saquon Barkley. So when you say Saquon did nothing, it means he had 70 rushing yards. Like he didn't come out the first play of the game like we saw the last time that they were on the field and rip a 60-yard touchdown. Like he didn't do that against the Packers because the Packers
Yeah, and you
defense were able to hold him until the end of the game where it didn't really matter. Like we've already talked about this a couple times, but so if the Packers can do that, and the Chiefs, they got Chris Jones, big old Chris. Like they do have a good defense, and it's good enough, in my opinion, to maybe be able to stop Saquon a little bit. Because obviously we know that you can't stop him the whole game. But
right.
to be able to limit what he can do and the explosive plays that he can make, and actually make Jalen Hurts have to beat you with either his legs or his arm, that is kind of like the way that you can beat the Eagles. But if you're going to let
Okay,
Saquon
so
run all over you, you lose the game.
that's exactly true. And we know the Chiefs defensive coordinator; he's awesome.
Yep,
Um,
Spags.
I went back and looked in 2022 when these guys played. Right,
hmm
it was the 23 Super Bowl, but 22 season, and you had the Eagles that year. They ran the ball a lot. They only rushed for 120 in the Super Bowl. Jalen had 70. Miles Sanders had 38, and then the other two backs, Gainwell had like 8, and there was a third running back that had nothing. Um, Jalen threw for 300,
Yeah.
and that's why high scoring. And so I see the game going a similar way. The Chiefs aren't going to let you just run the ball all over them with Saquon. They're going to be like, Saquon doesn't beat us.
Yep. Exactly.
And they're going to trust that their secondary, which is funny because their secondary is their weakness. So they're going to try to force Jalen to throw into their weaker secondary and beat them that way. And I think they will beat them that way, which is why we're both on the Eagles plus 1.5. But and then it's hard to run on the Eagles. They're the 10th best, and it's really
It's
hard to pass
really
on
hard
them.
to pass on. I was gonna say the number two.
Yeah, they're number 2, and they were the best passing defense in the playoffs. So, um, no, I think it's going to be an interesting game, a very interesting game, and it's going to be fun. But I see it being they're going to stop Saquon so much, Jalen's going to have to throw a lot, and so that's why I like the over.
And I think that we know that Jalen can throw the ball. Like
Oh,
that's not
absolutely.
even a question. It's like they don't have to, and that's like what they've been riding on this whole entire year is the fact that they don't even have to throw the ball, and they're still beating
And
people and getting 50 points.
and people may be thinking, Saquon's going to go off in this game, and it's like he may, but like you said, the Packers let him run for 116, but he picked up 20 on his final run where the game was over, and then he slid. Other than that, he didn't have really that many big runs. Because before that big run, he's at 96 yards.
Yep.
You got to remember last two games that we've seen Saquon go off, he went for 200 and two. He would have had 200
Yeah.
against the Commanders. They hadn't pulled him. Um, Commanders were 30th against the run. The Rams were 21st against the run.
Yeah. It's not
So
like
you're
they
not
were
talking
good
about a top
defenses.
10 run defense. These are defenses that aren't good against the run. So I think in this game, you're not going to see as much from Saquon as you have seen in other games.
I will say,
Personally.
so we're doing a live stream this week. It'll most likely be on Thursday night. So if you guys want to catch that, just a little shout out, a little sneak peek of that. I did take a bet, and we'll run through this when we do our stream. But you might like it too. Just like I know that Saquon, like both of us, don't think that he's gonna have a massive game, but if he does, he has a chance to break the record, and you get really good odds for him to break the record, which is 205 rushing yards in a Super Bowl.
That's a Super Bowl rushing record.
Yeah, it's 205 yards. So to take him to get 206, it's like a plus 1200 or a plus 1500 bet. So
That's worth splashing.
exactly. So I splashed it a little bit. We'll talk about it more on the live stream, but just a little sneak peek for you guys. If you guys haven't
Nice little
joined,
teaser.
tuned into the live streams, that's kind of the bets that we look at. We talk about. We make some crazy parlays. Like it's more so
For
a
fun.
fun. Yeah, it's more so fun than it is like, hey, let's do this. Like we do have a couple that we've made that are like only plus 400, plus 300, just like taking favorite touchdown scores and all that. But yeah, just tune in. Thursday. Keep the channel peeped, and then it'll pop up with the live. Just tap on it and jump in, comment, just have a good time with us.
Absolutely. All right, Matt. I think we kind of said everything we need to say about the game. Yeah.
Yeah, so far. I mean, we got to talk about
Okay.
bets though. Well, besides the
No, no.
spread
So,
and the over unders.
so yeah, I was gonna say if unless you have something more to say about spread and over under.
Nope.
All
I,
right,
I
let's hop into
really,
the four
I,
pick parlay. Oh,
I will
go
say
ahead.
this, okay? I do like this over under because I get that both teams have good defenses.
Mhm.
So I think it's smart by the book to be like, and it's also the biggest stage in football. So there's a chance that we get 21 to 24 or something like that. I just don't see it happening that way. So I love the fact that the over under's not in the 50s because I was really thinking it was gonna be.
Okay.
And
Well,
I
I mean,
was,
this thing opened at 49.5. It's already come down at 1 point.
yeah, exactly. And I'm not
For,
really sure why, but I mean, I don't know. I don't think that you can stop the Eagles. I don't think the Chiefs will stop the Eagles, and I don't think the Eagles can actually stop the Chiefs. We haven't seen any team actually stop Mahomes. So I think we're going to be
and
in for a
that
shootout. Maybe
and
not.
that's
Maybe not a
exactly
shootout.
my
Maybe that's
thought.
the wrong word. But just a blow for blow kind of fight where it's going to be
No one,
you get points, we're getting points. You get points, we'll get points. Like that's how I think the
no
game's going to
one,
go.
no one has stopped the Eagles. Go back through, look through their whole season. They just score 20 something points every single week. Like, and even with Kenny Pickett in there playing quarterback, and then the third string, they were still scoring 20 points. It's like the only way you beat the Eagles is outscoring them.
Yep. And that's
That's
kind
it.
of what they say. And then yeah, the only way that you can actually beat the Chiefs is by making sure that you have the ball last. And Mahomes
Yeah,
doesn't. Yeah.
right.
Mm-hmm.
So, all right, let's hop into four pick parlays. I hope you brought a banger for the final one,
Okay,
Matt.
so
I feel super good about mine. I'm very excited about it, but I don't know who wants to go first here. But go
no,
ahead. What were you gonna
I'll
say?
go first. What do you mean by hope I brought a banger?
Like, I hope you end the season on a win.
Okay, yeah. So I'm not gonna bring you a banger to the table. Okay, we're not in the UK or whatever. This isn't bangs and mash or whatever. Okay,
Bangers
not
and
gonna get you
hash.
some bangers in your mouth. No. Okay. What we got though, what we brought to the table is a winner.
Okay.
And that's what we're going for here. That's what we want. It's a little bit juicier than my ones normally are. So I'll say that,
Yeah.
but I thought about going super juicy and I was like no, like we'll talk about that on our live stream, but I want to keep it like real and on a great note and then carry that into the off season into next season and then start our next season hot too. But first off, we already talked about these defenses, how we think the game's going to go. We think the Chiefs can slow down Saquon a little bit. So my first pick is Jalen Hurts, 2+ passing touchdowns. It's a pretty easy
Ooh,
pick
okay.
right there. I like Jalen Hurts to be able to throw too. We know that AJ can easily get in the end zone. Same with Goddard. Same with Saquon too. Saquon can catch the ball in the backfield. So I like that there. We're going Kareem Hunt, 50 plus rushing yards. Against the Texans, he had 44. Against the Bills, he had like 60. So I like that. It's a nice right number, just right there where he's been. So it's a good average. I like him for 50. And then we got Xavier Worthy at 50 plus receiving yards. That one's a little bit scarier, but he is the speed demon over there. And I know that the Eagles have a really good defense, but you can have a great passing defense and then still get burned on one play by one good move by a fast receiver. I like Worthy to have a big game. Then last but not least, we're going AJ Brown over 5.5 receptions. It was between him, Kelsey, and Worthy, and I decided to just stick with AJ Brown. Parlay pays out plus 1,050.
Wow.
Not bad, right?
Okay. Okay.
Like I said, we're
I
coming
don't
here
mind
with a winner.
Jalen 2 touchdowns. Love it. Hunt 50 plus scares me. Xavier was 50 also receiving,
Mm-hmm.
and then AJ 5.5 catches.
Yeah.
See that one I don't.
You
It
like
feels a
that one a
touch
lot.
risky. It feels a
Yeah,
touch
it
risky, but I
does.
don't hate it at all. Like
The
I don't
only
hate it. It's
reason
like
why you don't
I will
hate it,
gamble on
the only reason why you don't hate it too is because you just talked about the Chiefs' defense. Chiefs' passing
that.
defense isn't that great. AJ Brown's best
Middle
receiver
of
on
the
that
pack,
team.
literally middle of the pack.
Yep. So give me AJ Brown to get 6 catches.
And a lot of the teams that were way lower,
Mm-hmm.
like the team that gave up the most yards in the league was the Ravens.
Mm,
but they were ahead by so many points in so many games. People had to throw to get back in the games. The Chiefs don't have that excuse for why their defense is middle of the pack.
yeah.
Like, not that middle of the pack is super bad. It's just not as good as like a top 10, right? But like the Ravens were up by 30 points in some of those games. So it's like, of course, you have to throw and they're giving up garbage and then letting you still stopping you from scoring. So, but the Chiefs were in every game. It was like right there, right there, right there. You know.
Hmm.
So that's a little bit different of a story. Um, yeah, that thing pays out more than mine does, Matt.
Hey, there we go. We finally got it. Lord,
Yeah, yeah,
took like it
yeah.
took like a whole season.
No, like I feel so good about this one. Um, I really hope it hits. Okay, so here we go.
Yep.
I got mine. I'll just tell you the odds right out the gate. Plus 700. Very excited about it. Okay,
Very
I'm
low.
taking Saquon Barkley under his line of 112 and a half. Okay, like I said, he had 116 against the Packers, who did a great job bottling him up all game. The Chiefs are just below them on the rating and how many rushing yards they allowed on the season. I think they're going to commit to stopping him. So I like him under. He can catch the ball and run for extra yards, but that doesn't matter because we're taking rushing. Then I got AJ Brown over 71 and a half receiving yards. Like we said, we expect it to be a shootout. The pass defense for the Chiefs is 16th, so AJ should have a lot of catches. He should have a lot of yards. Then I got Travis Kelsey over his line, 61 and a half. I was going to take it for more, but this was minus 110. I said, give me that. So it's Kelsey over 61 and a half. It's the playoffs. Then my last pick is the best pick. Dallas Goedert, 4+ receptions. He's done it in every single playoff game except for his rookie season when he played in 2 playoff games and he didn't have it and Zach Ertz was still there. Every other playoff game he's ever played in, he's had at least 4 catches.
Nice. I like that. I like the Goddard pick. I actually thought about putting him in there instead.
Yeah, it's minus like 235.
Yeah. You know what else I thought about doing?
What's that?
The other one I thought about doing instead of AJ Brown was Pacheco.
Rushing?
No, receptions. Instead of doing AJ Brown receptions, I thought about doing Pacheco receptions. And his
Okay.
line was plus money at one over 1.5.
Wow.
Yeah, and last week he had 3 catches,
Okay.
or last week he had 2 catches, I think. But
I
yeah,
may, and this you teased the live stream, and I haven't looked really on
yeah,
what my picks are going to be for that live stream, but I may throw together a tight end parlay
there you go.
for the live stream. A little Kelsey Goddard action
It could
could
be, it could
potentially,
be a tight end show.
because Goddard also has had 40 yards in every single playoff game so far this season.
Okay,
So you take him for
kind
the
of
4 catches,
quiet
the 40
40,
yards,
yeah.
and then we take a little peek at old Travis over there and see what he's been doing this postseason. But we know what he's about in Super Bowls. So, all right, let's hop into touchdown scores, Matt. We've already kind of waxed poetic a little bit on this video. So, do you want to hop in first, or you want me to go first?
Yeah, I'll jump in first. Like you guys know, I come with 3, and then I also have a reach. This is the Super Bowl, so
Okay.
I got a bonus pick for you guys too. I got 4 picks and a reach. So I'll go into my first 3, then my reach, then my bonus pick for you guys, which we've already
Okay.
talked ad nauseum when it comes to this team. But first off, we're going Kareem Hunt. We have to take him. He's at plus 140. I think it's really stupid not to take him. He scored in every playoff game. He's just been the number 1 over there, Mr. Consistent, Mr. Reliable. So I like Kareem Hunt there. Then next we got Xavier Worthy at plus 165. He is the clear number 1 over there besides Kelsey, but when it comes to the receivers, he is the number 1 target over there for Mahomes. So I like Worthy there to get in the end zone. Then we're going AJ Brown. We like him for 6 catches. I think AJ Brown will get a touchdown, like we talked about. Chiefs middle of the pack passing defense. Like AJ Brown a lot here. Then our reach pick, we took him last week. Did it cash? No, it didn't. And it could be for either team because none of my reaches for either of these teams last week cashed. But we're taking him again. DeAndre Hopkins. He's still sitting there at plus 500. We're going to do it again. It's the Super Bowl. Mahomes can throw to anybody. We know this. As long as you get open, Mahomes will find you, unless it's last week and Kelsey's right there but doesn't want to throw to him. It is what it is. But I like DeAndre Hopkins here at plus 500. It's a really good reach pick, and I don't know why. I just think he's going to relive his glory days, and it's going to be like the biggest stage he's ever been on. So let's get in the end zone, D-Hop. And then,
What were the odds? Oh, sorry.
oh no, go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, what are the odds on Brown?
Oh, Brown is 170.
Okay.
And then our last pick, you're probably gonna come to the table with this one too. I'd be shocked if you didn't. We got Saquon at 2 touchdowns,
Oh, what's that pay?
plus 275. It's a little higher than I thought it was gonna be, but it is also 2 touchdown scores, so I like it a lot.
I will
Saquon at
throw
two.
out I'll throw out to the people what I learned last season when we were talking about Super Bowl. We weren't streaming, but I was talking to you about it.
Mhm.
If you like Saquon to score 2 touchdowns in this game, you can go get him plus money to score in each half. and there's a chance you cash both. And even if you don't cash both, it's usually plus 125 or plus 135. So if he cashes in one, it covers the loss of the other.
Yep.
So just a shout out there if you guys are looking for a prop bet. That's if you don't want to take Saquon at minus his line, at least on DraftKings, minus 195 to score touchdown. So if you don't want to take him minus 200 basically to score touchdown, take him one for each half, and you'll still make a profit if he just scores in one half.
He's
And there's a
minus.
chance you cash both.
Yeah.
So
He's minus 200 on BetMGM and FanDuel. So
there you go, bada bing. So I don't hate those, Matt. I saw D Hop at plus 500.
I
There's
know
another
you did.
receiver or another player at plus 500 that I was gonna like just point out to the people as like a nice reach bet if you wanted to kind of splash. I don't know if it was Pacheco or if it was somebody else, but there
Yeah,
was somebody else who
it
was
might
plus
have been
500
Pacheco,
also.
but I don't think Pacheco was a 500. I think he was a little bit lower, or at least on my book. I mean, I know that we play on different books, so
Right. I'm gonna just go ahead and hop into mine though. I honestly, it didn't turn out this way because I pick who I want, then I go and look at the odds.
okay.
And the guys that I ended up taking just happened to be like the top four guys for
Oh,
touchdowns.
shocker. Yeah, sure, dude.
So, because I like to just win. So, I got Travis Kelce at plus 140. He scored last time these two played in a touchdown. I think he scored in every single Super Bowl. I
Most
got
likely.
Kareem Hunt at plus 140. Saquon Barkley at minus 195 and Jalen Hurts at minus 110. Did you know last time these guys played in the Super Bowl, Matt, Jalen ran it in 3 times?
I did not know that, but he has Barkley now, so I don't think that's gonna happen.
I mean, we saw him run it in 3 times last week.
I mean, yeah, but did we? I thought he only had 2 rushing.
No, him and Saquon both had 3 because I took them for
That's right.
each for 2, and I was like, dang, I could have just taken them both for 3, and it would have paid
Well,
out
in no world
something
are you
stupid.
taking the running back and the quarterback for 3 each,
It was
except for maybe in this
DeAndre,
game. But
the 2 reaches that I thought would be worth a splash.
yeah,
DeAndre Hopkins is plus 500, and Juju Smith-Schuster is plus 500.
yeah, Juju. He did. I'm pretty sure he has scored a touchdown in a Super Bowl before with the Chiefs.
He may have been the one scoring last season,
Yeah, I think so. Don't they keep cutting
but
him and then re-signing him?
yeah, he was on the Patriots,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
and then he got released, and then they picked him up.
Yeah, they miss him. They're like, dude, come on back. Or maybe they just tell him,
Yeah.
go suck for another team. You can get a big bag. They'll cut you, and then we'll just pick you up for the playoffs.
Surprised you didn't throw Hollywood Brown in there, though.
No, I'm not doing that. I haven't seen enough.
I'm also shocked you didn't take Kelsey.
Nope. Ow,
Wow.
did Kelsey score last week?
No.
I'm a scorned lover.
But 2 weeks ago he
Nope,
did,
doesn't
and I
matter.
was like, I
Doesn't
even
matter.
posted on Twitter, on our channel, on our freaking Twitter page, I was like that Kelsey plus 150 was the easiest bet ever
Yeah.
in the playoff game against the Texans. It's like it's Travis Kelsey. What are we talking about?
Well, we're talking about the fact that he didn't score, so I'm not taking him. He doesn't deserve my bet.
It's a Super Bowl.
Doesn't matter. They're going to be able to guard Kelsey all day. Bond's going to be there and just knock him out in the first quarter.
We'll see, dude.
Yeah.
We'll see.
But, ladies and gentlemen, that's all we got for you. Anything else you want to add up before we wrap this thing up?
No, just once again, like Matt and I have said all season long to you guys, we do appreciate you guys watching the videos and enjoying the content. Hopefully, you have been making some money as we have been making money. Our season recap video will give you guys the full stats on how we did across the board on our bets. But we know for our locks of the week, which was our best segment all year, we were profitable. We hit 56%. So we do appreciate you guys for tuning in. As always, it means a ton. This is our first season, and we're just gonna keep on grinding.
Yep, keep on grinding. Back to the drawing board, if you will, for next season. We got basketball coming up next. We got hockey. We're gonna be doing the playoffs for both of those, so you guys won't be hearing from us really. Like, obviously, next week we'll have a video. We'll have a live stream this week. Then we'll be in our little off season. Maybe do a little video here and there if there's a good matchup of basketball or hockey that we like. But yeah, we'll just catch you guys after next week and after the Super Bowl, after that last video. We'll catch you guys for the playoffs of basketball and hockey. And no, as of right now, we are not planning on doing baseball at all. So thank you for asking. But neither of us watch baseball or care enough to watch it. So we enjoy the fun sports and the exciting sports. So just, after that little diss, that's all we got for you guys, though, guys. So thank you for joining. Thank you for tuning in. And thanks for the support and the love. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a great year. And, let's end it on a good note. Go Eagles. Am I right?
Fly Eagles fly, baby.
Fly Eagles fly.
Eagles. Sorry,
Pete.
Chiefs fans.